Hello, this video is a little bit different. This one is about me getting laid off on Christmas Eve. Um, this way, I don't get paid for the actual holiday that I was given off anyway, and I have a couple PTO days that was a user or loser for end of the year, and I had tacked on to that. So I don't get paid for the holiday, just one day I was shorted. And all my PTO, I'm told, is not coming to me because it depends if it's a state law or not where you live. So I don't get that. Also means I don't get an annual bonus after busting my butt for a year, technically 2 years, because I was cut off right beforehand. For the previous year, I was a temp, so temps don't get that sort of thing. So I was timed out really well for 2 years without any bonus for working very hard. And my replacement is going to be making about 3 times more than I made because I was working cheap. So not only was I working cheap, I don't get my severance at all. I don't get a bonus. I don't get my PTO. I don't get for Christmas Day. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get my sick bank at time down. So a bonus would have been nice because that would have at least been for severance. The state unemployment in the state I live in is absolute junk. It's not even a trip to Walmart for groceries. It's a minimum. And yet they still claim that's too high. The job I was doing, I grew to despise it. It was really great at first. The only issue that I had at this job was getting a quick yes or no, literally just a yes or a no for things that we've asked hundreds of times that we need authorization for from the executives, which is basically a very stereotypical thing of getting executives to answer emails and questions and whatnot. That was the only thing. I cleaned up the department. Everything was coming in and out the same day, except for that one bottleneck. But I started growing to despise the job because since the whole department was getting blamed because he wasn't responding to things, we got a new coworker and he became a micromanager. It shows us that could I have said no to his request? I don't know. I mean, you should play nice and whatnot, but considering that everyone's a director, and unlike for all TV shows where you have a vice president, they get a corner office and a assistant and whatnot. Nowadays, you have senior vice presidents. The senior vice presidents sit out with everyone on an open floor plan. It's become it's not even a real thing anymore. It's status or pay. It's kind of a joke. So, and plus the fact that we had about 5 owners. Everyone's an owner or a senior vice president or director. I don't know who's what anymore. You see as you go anywhere, even like temp agencies. I've noticed the last time I ever went into one, every business card was a senior vice president director at this place, and there's only like 5 people in the office, all presidents above each other. So, for micromanager, actually, micromanagement from the whole place is starting to really get on my nerves, but we don't want to get too far into it, so I'll probably rant in a future video. The question really is that, so what do we do now? That left the whole experience left a sour taste. I've had some really freaky office experiences of people who had like all the coworkers I've had in this region have had a really bad issues. Whether it's people in August that need their space heater turned on when it's 100 degrees out and it's 90 inside, so it's still too cold. Or I've seen a mattress throwing mouses against the wall and whatnot. And they were just, I'm not gonna get into harassment and things of that nature. No one wants to go back to that. That's why I went to graduate school. But technically, I'm a licensed attorney, so I should be doing something at least interesting or something else in that realm. So what now? The thing is, this channel was experimental, and I started doing various things and trying to see what people are subscribed to, what the algorithm likes. And it's interesting. All the advice you see on the internet about being a niche, that doesn't really work because most random things gets the most views and whatnot. If you guess one thing that has a lot of views, the next one doesn't get any. Shorts, as people complain about on the internet, makes absolutely no sense whatsoever how that works. But so the things I like doing for most, I put a lot of work and have at least amount of views, and the things that take no work has the most amount of views. And what I was doing on this channel was I was moving on to travel history and basically hotel vlogs. My previous life, I was a hospitality professional. But of course, that kind of thing I assume takes, well, I assume, but that kind of thing takes some money. Um, then you have to go and live somewhere interesting or be somewhere that someone's interested in. I don't know if someone really wants to watch a random Holiday Inn on the side of an interstate, let's say. Um, it's not really a resort. It doesn't have many amenities. It's called limited service for a reason. For example, um, my earlier stuff I didn't really like too much, but I started getting better at it as time went on. But with working is an issue with how much time do you have and editing videos. I still have a lot of footage I have to go through. Some of it at this point is not even that good to me anymore because I've gotten better at it. So how do I deal with that? I'm not sure if I want to start doing a daily blog and vlog. I don't know. That's not really. I mean, it'd be great if that people do that every day as their job. That's awesome, but I'm not really sure about that. So I split off a lot of my channel works into 4 different channels. I have, I have metaverse, I have news, I have technology, and then I have this channel, which still has most action. So I was posting about a video every week of travel and hotels, and I probably still have, if I did it in that format, I probably still have about 2 or 3 months worth of footage left to go through. But you might see more random stuff on here. Maybe I should complain more. I have an insane story about every place I've worked at since I've moved to where I currently am. Um, I don't really have too many stories of. I used to live in Florida. I think the most was just hearsay over there of someone put tape on the wall of a new office that we ran, and the vice president wanted the director to write an apology for putting tape on the wall in the mail room, tape up a nose. That's about it. But around here, I have tons of it I could rant about day in and day out. Um, so, so that's my current channel announcement. What it brings in the future, I don't know. It'd be nice to have some more time to do my news channel, but that's but then I have to tell you where it is and to subscribe over there. And I kind of want people over here as well. So, we'll see you. And I guess I'm obligated to say, don't forget to like and subscribe.